Yo, what's up? I'm UndaSkore, and today I'm going to be showing you some free plugins that have absolutely changed my life. Let's dive straight into it. First of all, we've got Decent Sampler, and I've been using this a lot recently. It's basically similar to Contact. It prides itself on its simplicity, and you can literally go into the plugin, go to browse, and there's a sample store of lots of free sample libraries and also some paid ones. And what I'm really liking about it is you can get some really interesting, unique sounds there. So you've got instruments like mandolins, ukuleles, there's some good choirs in there. So I'll show you first of all some of the strings they've got in there. Honestly, considering that's a free string sample library, that's one of the best sounding strings that I've used in a long time. So just to give you an example of another sound in there, we'll use the Discord choir. I always love a good choir sound, so let's see how this is. That is awesome. Let's just layer those strings with the choir, see how that sounds together. And let's add in one more sound. This is a box harp, nice plucky sound. Put it down an octave. So definitely check out Decent Sampler. As you can see, it looks quite simple, but there's some really nice sounds in there. And there's so many different sample libraries that you can sink your teeth into, so make sure you check it out. So the next free plugin to check out is Vibe by Soundware. This is something I came across recently. The interface looks really cool, as you can see. It's quite simple. There's not a lot of control in there. However, I always like plugins where it's just a case of turning a few knobs and it can do interesting things to the sound. Got the high pass. Low pass. I feel like because of the simplicity of this plugin, it's really easy to automate the different parameters to do cool stuff for transitions. We can change the loop length, quarter bar, half bar, etc. We can also reverse. So yeah, some really cool features in there just to be able to give you some quick options for multi-effects. Now the next plugin is something which I think a lot of producers should know and probably already have. Vital is essentially vital to a producer's arsenal. Considering it's free, it's absolutely insane what you can get from it. I find it really useful to help you learn sound design, to understand what different things do to manipulate a sound. So as an example, this is a Reese bass that I've made, which is a sound I use all the time. You can see all the different options. It's got a really easy to understand interface, and that makes it really good for, like I said, playing around and learning how to do different things. Now the next plugin is again something that all producers have to have in their arsenal. OTT by Xfer, the same company that does Serum. This free plugin absolutely leveled up my production, especially when it came to how hard my drums hit. Now obviously if you've got Ableton, you've already got OTT. However, I find the interface just a little bit jarring, and I prefer the plugin version, which is just really easy to use. So if I throw in this random drum loop that's got no OTT on it, and all I'm going to do is just turn this down to 0, turn this down to 0, and then just play with the depth. So yeah, honestly, at least every single beat I've made for the last year or so, I pop this onto my drum group and my drums are instantly sorted. I don't have to add pretty much any other compression or saturation usually. Try it for yourself. I thoroughly recommend it. Now the next free plugin, once again, is an absolute game changer. Bark of Dog by Bose Digital Labs. It's basically a free alternative to Voice of God. Now if you've ever watched any of the Mixed by Ali live streams or any of the really top engineers, you see they always use Voice of God for a lot of their lower end, a lot of their kicks, a lot of their bass. Bark of Dog is a free version of that. It's just really good. To be honest, you just put it on your bass, instantly it can do so much without you having to do anything. As an example, we'll put it onto that respace from Vital. So it's one of those again where you can just literally stick it onto your bass or to your kick and it will instantly just beef everything up. And we can even change if it's affecting just the mids or the sides, which is a really cool feature as well. Since I've got it, I put it on any 808 I'm doing, any bass guitar, any sub bass, any synth bass, whatever, and it instantly just allows me to get my low end sorted, which is something that a lot of beginners can struggle with especially. So make sure you check it out. Now the final free plugin or plugin bundle that I'm going to recommend is once again pretty old school. A lot of people have it, a lot of people have heard of it, and that's the Melder Production Suite. So it's a bundle of all these different plugins. You can see here distortion, dynamics, we've got EQ, we've got filter, but best of all we've got a free auto-tune alternative. This is something I use on all my vocals instead of auto-tune. I thoroughly recommend this just for the M-Auto pitch alone, but everything else that is included is actually so useful. I tend to use a lot of the modulation, so the frequency shifter. So yeah, a plugin bundle that has all sorts of effects, really good for beginners especially. There's a lot of cool plugins with the presets available. Now finally, I just want to show you a few resources that really helped me, especially in terms of free VSTs and also some free drum kits as well. First of all, there's Free VST Hub. This website is basically, like it says, just a place to get all your free plugins. You can see it sorted by type, instrument, bundles, utility tools, and there's just so many different plugins on here. So it's always worth just taking a look, seeing if there's something that catches your eye. And then second of all, there's of course so many free drum kits out there, but for me, Lunch 77 has some of the best free drum kits available. If you just go on the link in the description, you can see you can just filter it out, find the kit that you want. You've got everything from Metro Boomin to the Weekend. Just choose which one you want, free download, and you've got all the drum sounds, a lot of acapellas in there as well. Really cool stuff to help you get on your way. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, really do appreciate it. Make sure you check out these free plugins if you haven't got them already. If you've got any free plugins that you recommend I check out, let me know in the comments. I'm always on the search for a good free plugin. Anyways, have a good one. Peace out.